we got here? Let's take a look at these. Okay. Okay, they come on, guys. You black Sharpied all over the dings on this one. It's not like, it doesn't hide anything. The black Sharpie stands out. It's not a big deal. Let's see though. Otherwise, look, some scratches. That's fine. The machining seems very nice. Pay attention for follow-up videos on whether or not these things crack in half or, you know, make me crash and burn in a fire and, you know, things of that nature. Because they are cheaper than your normal name brand spacers and bolts. So, here you go. You can definitely see both front and rear are, you know, near a ½ inch tucked. See a lot of fender liner. Just getting clear before videos so I can really look and see how different it looks after. A little side view. I don't know how much different it's really going to look from the side. I think it will look different. All right, moved it back into the garage. Just going to go ahead and jack up one side in the back and see if one of them fits. See how much different this one wheel right here looks and how it fits, yeah. And now is the moment of truth. Does it seat right on my hub? So I'm gonna have to pull that off. It's fucking warbly. God damn it. It doesn't sit flush. That is so annoying. All right, guys, this is exactly what I was afraid of. This is a little bit too long, and so you get this. Now this one, I did that too, and it fits a lot better. Still not perfect, but that was a lot of grinding to get that one to fit. Screw it, guys, this one's going on there. We're gonna see how it looks. Just gonna check it out. All right, we got it on there. I am going to very meticulously, slowly, evenly star pattern tighten this thing. And I am driving on a single spacer on the back left because my wife is complaining at me that I'm spending too much time working on the car and she needs me to go get dinner. So I'm going to get dinner driving on one spacer. Car doesn't feel any different at all yet so far, thankfully. Again, I'm not happy about this, but so what I'm gonna do now is try to take my little grinder wheel, push it up against that bezel, and widen that, deepen this whole lip. Okay, we ground the ever-living shit out of the inside of this one. See if it fits. And that's all we're gonna talk about that. Let's see. Nope. We got a lot of grinding left to do on that one. I can't get it as good as the other one. I used all my Dremel parts. It's going on. I don't care. I'm tired of it. It's going on there. Yeah, so I finally got this one on there. This one did not fit as well. And I carefully cranked it down all the way around, and I just hope that it doesn't break. Fronts have not been done. The backs have been done. You can see the difference there. Look at how fat that back end looks. Ooh. Okay, boyos. It is now, what time is it? It's 10 p.m. Yep, about 10 p.m. It is well inside the fender. Not the back one. Not the big one. All right, and here we are doing the first front one. Check this out. Fits perfectly. And the only difference you can see right in there where that lip meets, you can see it butts right up to the beginning of that little beveled edge. But on the back ones, there's that stupid metal flat piece or cap or whatever over the thing right here. Exactly the problem I was worried about having. And I had it, and that's annoying. The front ones are fine though. At least the fronts will be easy. Famous last words, right? What we got here? Hub-centric ring here. A little comparison there of the stock size bolts versus the spacer size bolts.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Ah, there we go. And we're doing the last one, finally. I think maybe I might like to do a lug conversion, because this is kind of annoying. Like, hold your foot here, jimmy it back and forth. Oh, did I get it? Yep, there it is. It's kind of annoying. And lift off, or touchdown. We will have to finish up our final look-see tomorrow because it's a little too dark in here to see it well, but go take her for a little cruise and see if we got any super noticeable rubbing right off the bat. Come on, look how much fatter those wheels look. So much fatter. And to close out the video here, just take a look around on it. Ooh, look at that. Look how much more flush that is. It's like almost poke in the back. I have checked the lugs a couple of times a day. I'm gonna give them one last check here now before I kind of just figure I'm done with this project. I'm also look closely around the spacers and see if I have any cracks that show through. Yeah, that fitment is so much better. I kind of want to drop it a little bit more, but frankly, I do have a little bit of rubbing on hard turns. So I'm gonna work on that first. That should actually be fairly easy to resolve, if not completely, mostly, because there's a tab right here that sticks out, and then there's a screw sticking out of that tab, and you got like an extra 5 millimeters or more of like stuff. You can't believe, I don't think you can see it from here. Well, you kind of can. It's right there. But that's the first thing that rubs. And I have heard that if you take that screw out, tuck that tab under the fender liner, that removes most of the rubbing. There's also a spot right here where the metal kind of sticks out that way. And I think I may try to bend that in a little bit too, but to be honest, if I'm driving just regular, it's not rubbing. It only rubs if I am driving kind of hard and encounter a bump around a turn. So it's really not that big of a deal. I mean, that is so much better though. And I don't have any more vibration or wobbles than I already had before, because I think I have a bent rim in the front from when I curbed them. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. Besides having to grind the rears, but you know, it is what it is. Check them over and make sure I don't have any cracks on them. Yep, just checked all the bolts again and was able to get them a little bit tighter. They don't look like they have any cracks around the outside edges, but I guess you never know. Fingers crossed that everything goes well. But as of right now, I'm quite happy. Yeah, it's looking good. I got the width of the spacers almost exactly how I wanted them. Close enough. Close enough. And the stance is way better. Whoop. Knocking over Halloween decorations. All right, so that's it for the spacers. Venum wheel accessories, like $130 for 4 spacers and the bolts. And I had to do grinding on the backs because the hubs on the back of these Volkswagens are a little bit longer. And that was annoying, but we got it to work.